everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The Wingman is literally the definition of skill within Apex Legends. It can provide insane burst damage, utilized at close range, and can decimate mid to longer range, and it comes together as the best clutch weapon of Apex. This comes at a cost though. It has lower bullet velocity, requires precision, and if you miss, it can be incredibly punishing as you are dealing no damage. Let us begin with a dedicated training regimen to master the Wingman utilizing AimLab as your base. This playlist is linked in the description so you can follow along or check it out before you queue up. Let's start with Scenario 1, MultiLine Trace Ultimate. One problem seasoned players have is their path from point A to point B is not optimized. This means adding a curve to your aim, overflicking, or not moving in the optimal way. If you're new, this foundation is built on MultiLine Trace. Your goal is to keep a steady line, maintain speed, and of course precision. Even if you're seasoned, I consider this a back to basics. Master this and you will have the perfect foundation to actually improve. Scenario 2, Microflex Standard. Now with the base created, you're going to flick, but with smaller movements to targets that randomly appear. As you improve your aim, it's actually harder to master these smaller flicks than the actual larger flicks themselves. Micro adjustments and finding that mouse control is going to always be a struggle, but stay dedicated. Find that groove here early on, and the larger movements, I promise, are going to come more naturally. Scenario 3 is Motion Shot Ultimate. This one's a pretty popular one. This scenario is smack dab in the middle, and it's the movement that always looks most impressive, and it's going to challenge you because of the moving target. You will react to a target that will spawn randomly and start moving. With Apex Legends, high mobility is highly paired with the scenario and is really going to be key to your improvement. Remember the foundation though for MultiLine Trace and go right to the target and try not to curve your aim. Point A to point B. Scenario 4, Spider Shot Ultimate. When you struggle from different angles, we now continue to master this through Spider Shot Ultimate. All aimers have one side that is stronger than the other. If you're right-handed, your left flick might be weaker. Your opponent will not care what angle you're aiming from, so you need to improve that foundation and get used to all potential angles that an opponent will appear from, especially in a game like Apex Legends. Scenario 5, Burst Flick Ultimate. For those who struggle with poor curving of your aim, this scenario is going to remove the line from Multi-Trace Ultimate and force you to actually find that line. This one is even hard for me, I'm going to be honest, and I consistently fall back onto bad habits. But drill those habits out, don't be like me. If you're new to aim training, you have a higher potential to build good habits. So it's a good thing, celebrate it and focus on getting this right. Trust me, you're going to benefit more from it in the long run, landing those wingman shots that you're actually craving for. Scenario 6 is Vctna, yay. Remember how we mentioned precision is key? Well, yes, 6-shot ultimate is great because your target's small, but your targets in Apex are going to be moving. Let's build that precision on a small moving target and get used to those micro adjustments. Get the theme here? Remember how I mentioned small movements are hard to master? Well, this is a scenario that's going to frustrate you and be quite eye-opening. Test out sensitivity settings to garner precision, but remember to balance out with the speed you're looking for. Try to find the middle ground. Scenario 7, Vctna Scream. Now let's lump it all together with a scenario hitting as many headshots on various targets in front of you. The beauty of this scenario is the old way to obtain precision was going into CSGO and hitting bots, building speed and precision through brute force. With AimLab though, we have a way to isolate all those weaknesses, then finally put it together in a scenario like this. Ask yourself though as you're doing the scenario, is speed my weakness? If so, Motion Shot Ultimate or Spider Shot will be a good way to build that momentum. Is it precision? Time to go back to hitting smaller targets. Is your movement from point A to point B a little rocky? Then you got to reset it and build it correctly. I really want to know though, for just a moment, comment down below if you had crazy clutches with a wingman. Comment also if you see a wingman and if you pick it up or avoid it. I think this is going to be a good discussion in the comment section, seeing what deters players from using such a powerful gun on Apex Legends, because hands down, the wingman is where it's at, and you should always pick it up. So, what we covered here are 7 scenarios that cover the necessary tools to actually master the Wingman. The Wingman is not just one skill set, it's all of those scenarios pulled into one. This is why you need to analyze which scenario you're actually weakest at, then be diligent to improve. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Apex Legends guides from us, be sure to like the video, subscribe here on the official AimLab channel for more Apex content and a library of FPS training resources at your fingertips. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.